In the Tibet Autonomous Region, the Tibetan language is alive and well. Our reporter Mao Xizhi visited a primary school in Lhasa recently to find out what role the language is playing in the lives of the students.
Every week, nearly 2,000 pupils at Lhasa's #1 primary school gather in the playground for the flag-raising ceremony. This ceremony is a routine for all the primary and middle schools in Lhasa, no matter whether the children are Tibetan or other ethnic nationalities. Tibetan students account for 70% at this primary school, and Tibetan language is a compulsory class for all of them. Thanks to the government's favorable educational policies, all the students here enjoy free textbooks and they don't have to pay tuition fees. This is a typical grade 3 class. All the pupils are Tibetans. They are reading Tibetan textbooks and learning words from a new text called "Let's Talk About Our Happy Life." The teachers say the government has waived all the students' tuition fees and provided them with free textbooks since last August. And many students in the class said in Tibetan that they love to learn the Tibetan language because they find out about lots of Tibetan poems, stories and traditions through the class. Local educational officials say that Tibetan students in elementary and junior high schools must learn the Tibetan language as well as Mandarin.
Tibetan language class is the most important one in our school. All Tibetan students must take 8 hours of this class each week, and they have to learn the language well, because their exams are in Tibetan.
Unlike in other parts of China, Tibetan language classes account for 20% of all the Tibetan students' curricula. The percentage is pretty high. It's basically equal to that of maths.
Tibetan culture is a treasure of Chinese civilization and is popular among both young and old. At this musical class, children learn Tibetan singing, dancing and traditional musical instruments. And it's from here that the Tibetan culture is disseminated to the younger generation. Mao Xizhi, CCTV, Lhasa, Tibet Autonomous Region.